Hello guys, here with a new video for the channel. I hope you like it, and if you like it, don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment, and subscribe. Now without further ado, get comfortable. Let's begin. A powerful god had awakened after my millions of years. That god was an extremely powerful being, which had enough power and necessary to finish with all the multiverses once and for all. From his body, a negative aura was spreading. After hundreds of years, a being worthy of my power has appeared, but his power continues to increase. This would be very interesting. It would be better to observe who he is. At that moment, the guy would release an amazing negative power, and in the same way would form a dimensional hole, with which he was able to teleport to where everyone was having a great battle. At the time of arrival, his ki had disappeared completely to observe that outcome. Meanwhile, Goku and Zenitsu were having a very even battle. That's right, Zenitsu's power was so great that Goku was not able to defeat him. And while all this was happening, Ryota was getting more and more charged with much more power. At the moment, Archon, with his maximum power and even endangering all his sea of energy, and even his divine root, would throw an incredible power towards Ryota. However, it was already too late since Ryota's power had transcended even to what goes beyond God and Creator Kings, being only a breeze that attack of Archon. This is impossible. I can't believe that guy has achieved such incredible power. However, at that moment, Vegeta, in his Omni-God transformation, was able to end the life of one of the protectors, and in the same way, he would help Mikoshin charging up with an incredible attack. Receive this! Super attack from the great Vegeta! At that moment, an incredible power would shoot to the body of Nin, which, despite using a large part of its power in its defense, it was not possible to do anything against this incredible attack, which would reduce it to simple atoms. Not only are miserable insects missing, do you think you can continue protecting that miserable Ryota? Zenitsu would be invaded by an incredible terror, but at that moment, a mouthful of blood would come out of his mouth. That's right, Ryota's fist is piercing his whole body, leaving everyone surprised. Ryota, why are you doing this? We gave our lives so that you'd be able to kill those bastards, and you have betrayed us. Now that I have reached the maximum of my power, you're no use to me. You're simple worms, which will only hinder me, and your power will be more useful to me. At that moment, all the power of Zenitsu would begin to enter the body of Ryota, which at that moment would create a giant explosion, moving away all those present. After the fire created from the explosion, Ryota could be observed, but much more serious. I hope you're prepared to die, because I'll finish you at this very moment. At that moment, Ryota launched himself against all the warriors, which, despite being much more, were not able to defend themselves from Ryota's blows. The only one who has been able to observe the blow was Goku, however, his body was slow. The power of that bastard has increased in an incredible way. I'm not able to assimilate it, but I'll not give up. I'll not let my little brother die. Now with my help, we'll defeat you anyway. I, as Super Queen of All, I will finish you right now. I, with my power of my 7 roots, will finish you, wretch. I, as the most powerful renegade god of the 18 universes, will give our lives to defeat you. We, the 12 gods and 12 angels, will sacrifice ourselves in the same way, but we will take you with us. You will not cause any more harm. How touching. But even if all you unite, you'll not be able to do anything against me. You're just garbage compared to my power. At that moment, all the warriors threw themselves against Ryota, who only wanted to destroy everything around him without exception. At that moment, Goku would take distance and charge a great attack of the dragon, throwing it without thinking twice. The incredible dragon would collide with Ryota's hand, which had disintegrated it without any effort. They won't be able to do anything against me. Guys, please stall him, and Vegeta, you and I will do the fusion. Today we'll put an end to this wretch. Damn it, Kakarot. I hate to merge with you, but it's true. There's no other choice. At that moment, all the other warriors threw themselves against Ryota, while Goku and Vegeta at that moment would begin to make the fusion. At that moment, an incredible power would be felt by all the multiverses, and in the same way would shake the body of the god who was watching them. The ki of that guy is incredible. It even surpasses the power of that being called Ryota. I only have 3 minutes, since the energy drain is incredible, but with that time, it's enough to tear you to miserable pieces. At that moment, Gogeta at an incredible speed would begin to exchange blows, which in this occasion caused an incredible damage to Ryota, which was not able to defend himself. However, at that moment, would create an explosion of his body, managing to drive away Gogeta. Damn, those blows have hurt me too much. I hope you're ready now because I plan to end your pathetic life once and for all. At that moment, Ryota would increase his power even more, but this time, all the planets of the multiverses were destroyed. That's right, the power that Ryota was releasing was a power that was even capable of destroying everything created in each multiverse. The power of that guy is incredible. I have only 2 minutes left. I'll have to defeat him with my next attack. However, at that moment, Gogeta was not able to see the millions of hits that Ryota gave him, falling to the ground badly wounded, and without having time to recover, Ryota had thrown a great attack, which this time would make him fall to the ground badly wounded, and because the fusion had been on the verge of death, they had returned to be Goku and Vegeta. Well, in spite of the uniting of the powers, they've not been able to defeat me. They're no match for me. Ryota at that moment would throw an incredible attack towards all the warriors who had fallen defeated without being able to do anything. Dimensional vacuum, planetary attraction. The instant the attack was inches away from hitting him, they were absorbed by the dimensional portal, which had saved them all, and even Ryota had noticed this. Now at last, after millions of years, I've finished with the pillars of each one of the multiverses. At last, I'll be able to enter the supreme realm. At that moment, Ryota would begin to charge an incredible power to destroy all the multiverses in a single attack. At the moment of collecting enough power, he would throw such overwhelming power towards the multiverses, causing a galactic level destruction. Now I just have to find the breakthrough to the Supreme Realm. Meanwhile, with Gurren and the others, a few days had passed since the event, in which none of those present woke up. This time, Gurren was very thoughtful because the guy named Goku was very familiar to him. At that time, Mikoshin would wake up. Upon noticing a being near Goku and Vegeta would increase its power to the maximum, making everyone wake up except both Saiyans. Who the hell are you? Where are we? Gurren, a little annoyed, would increase his power, causing an amazing pressure to fall on all the warriors except for Goku and Vegeta. However, at that moment, Vegeta would also wake up and would hit the god in the face with a powerful blow. However, he was surprised to realize that he had been not able to make any scratches. Damn you! Even though I saved you from that guy, with this form you thank me. Right now, I'll finish with each one of you. At that moment, an incredible pressure would fall on all those present without exception, crushing them as if they were simple insects. But at that moment, Goku would wake up and would be able to move because of the pressure. Thank you very much for saving us, and I apologize on behalf of my people. How is it possible you're able to move? But it's okay, I accept your apology. I really don't know. I don't even know how I got this power, since I can see that your pressure even surpasses the power of Ryota. At that moment, the pressure had fallen on everyone would vanish because Goku's words had been sincere. You Saiyan, you have incredible power. You're worthy to be in this place. We're sorry for our disrespect, but what is this place? This is known as the Supreme Realm, and it is the place where the ancient creator gods, omnipotent gods, live for eternity. This is the river that Ryota was talking about. Apparently he wants to have all this power for himself. That'll be impossible, since he must have the power comparable to that of the omnipotent gods to enter this dimension. Meanwhile, in the ruins of all the multiverses, Ryota was meditating because he knew that he needed to increase his battle level much more to be able to crack the barrier of the omnipotent gods. I only need a little bit and I'll be able to finish with every being in that place. I want to keep all their powers. Returning to the Supreme Realm, Gurren would take a step forward. I can't get involved in a battle of mortals like you are, but I can help you to increase your power so that you're able to do something against them. That'll be more than enough. We ourselves want to end the life of that pathetic insect. Gurren at that moment, without saying a single word, had thrown thousands of energy spheres towards all the warriors, who were able to dodge them but with extreme difficulty. I'm amazed at your speed of reaction, but from now on a training will begin in which you will wish for death. At that moment, Gurren would increase a little of his power, and in the same way a great explosion would be caused in all the Supreme Kingdom. And from that moment, thousands of warriors had appeared in front of the other warriors. These are artificial warriors created with my power. You don't even have 10% of my power, but they will be excellent training partners. What do you mean, 10% of your power? Don't underestimate us, you bastard. At that moment, Vegeta would throw himself against one of the warriors, but great would be his surprise when he realized how with one blow he would send him to fly without stopping at that moment, how he had connected a flurry of blows, leaving the Prince of the Saiyans very badly injured and on the verge of death. As you can see, you're not simple warriors, so you better not trust yourselves, because in any carelessness, you could die. At that moment, all the warriors would begin to train with each warrior. Nonetheless, in one of the barriers of the Supreme Kingdom, Gurren was able to notice how it was cracking little by little. It seems that the power of that guy is quite strong, but I'm sure that with the power that they'll get in this time, they'll surpass all their limits. Meanwhile, with Ryota, he was a little upset because despite raising his power to the maximum, nothing happened. However, at that moment, he would use the negative power that he had absorbed from all the other multiverses. I'll use every last drop of my power to be able to bring an end to this miserable Supreme Kingdom. At that moment, an unbelievable aura was detached from Ryota's body. An incredible negative power had detached from Ryota's body. Not being enough, at that moment, Ryota would calm down a little bit. It better be to increase a little of my power a little more and adapt myself to this power, because when I enter, I'll only be able to leave if I have a great power. Well, it seems that guy will increase his battle level a little more. Oh, interesting. Meanwhile, with the other warriors, they were all having great battles, which were not easy at all. However, in that moment, Goku's power would get out of control, starting to increase in an incredible way. What the hell's wrong with you, Kakarot? Goku wouldn't say anything because he was in a trance, and in the same way, he would continue increasing his power in an incredible way, which seemed to have no limit. What will happen next? Find out in the next chapter. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.